Hello guys and welcome to book 4. So we are starting on page 7, lesson 1. Okay? Let's repeat. Dwarf, elf, a hero, a diamond, to deserve, admiration, to admire, to look up to look down on, gold, golden, a salary, to earn, to win, won, to gain, respect, disrespect. Okay, let's start. A dwarf, guys, is a person that has a small stature, okay? A small person, okay? Like the fairy tale Snow White. She lives with 7 dwarves, small men, okay? An elf is also small, but an elf is a mythological creature, okay? Elves don't exist. Okay, they are mythological. A hero, very similar to Portuguese, okay? For example, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, they are all superheroes, okay? But we can refer to a person as a hero. For example, many people consider Nelson Mandela to be a hero because he fought for the rights of people in South Africa, one example. A diamond is a precious stone, okay, and it's very similar to Portuguese. To deserve, to deserve is to be worthy of something, to be suitable for something, for an award or for a recognition, or also as a punishment. For example, if somebody steals money from another person or from a bank, they are criminals. So if they go to prison, they deserved it. Okay? One example on the positive side: if if you produce, for example, a very nice an excellent film or an excellent movie, okay? The directors and all the staff, all the crew, we can say that they deserve an Oscar, an award, okay? That's the verb to deserve. It can be used for the positive or negative. Admiration and admire. Admiration is the noun, to admire is the verb, and they are just like Portuguese. To look up to means to admire with respect, okay? That's exactly it. You have respect for the person and you admire that person. This is to look up to, okay? To look down on is the opposite of look up to. So if you look up to, you respect and admire. If you look down on, you disrespect and you don't admire that person. Okay? Gold is a metal, a yellow metal, and it's considered very precious, very rare. Okay? And golden is something that has the color of gold. It's not made of gold, but it has the color of gold. Okay? A salary. Okay, the word is very similar to Portuguese, and it is what we get by the end of the month or by the beginning of the next month for your work. Okay? To earn, to win, and to gain. Guys, these 3 verbs, they have the same translation to Portuguese. Okay? So we have to pay attention. So we have earn, we have win, and we have gain. Okay? So, they have the exact same translation to Portuguese, but different uses in English. For example, to win, this is a verb that you already know, is when you get a prize or an award or when you win a competition. Okay? So, this is for award or competition. Okay? Award or competition. For example, when people get the Oscars, we say that they have won an award. Okay? If you run in a competition in your school against another person and you get there first, you have won the race. Okay? Or in a car race, Formula 1 race. Okay? They win the race. Okay? To earn is the verb that we get, that we use, for example, when you work and you get your salary, okay, this is to earn. Okay, we don't say win a salary, we say earn a salary. Why? Because earn means that you have deserved it. Okay, you have worked for it. So earn is what you get for work done. Okay? And to gain is to get more of something that you already have. Okay? So, we use to earn to talk about money that we get when we work for it. Okay? Win for an award or a competition or a match and game. Okay? And to gain, to get more of something. What does it mean? For example, you already have friends. Okay? When you go out and you meet new people, you are gaining friends. You are getting more friends than you already have. Another example, when you go to the gym, you go to exercise, okay? So, everybody has muscles, right? Muscles is the tissue that we have inside our bodies that gives us strength, okay? But everybody has muscles. When you go to the gym to work out, to exercise, okay, you gain muscles. Because you already have muscles, you are working out to gain more strength, to gain more muscles. Okay? All clear? So guys, you have noticed here that we have a few new phrasal verbs. Okay? Don't worry, it's a new grammar point here, but you already know many phrasal verbs. For example, get up, wake up. Okay? These are phrasal verbs. They are normally one verb that you already know that comes with a preposition, and normally it changes completely the meaning. Okay? So, let's read here. Phrasal verbs are almost always made of a verb and a preposition. Example, grow up. See, another example that you already know. Often this gives the verb a new meaning. Example, run out. Remember, to run out of money is when your money is over before the end of the month. That's it. That's a phrasal verb. Okay? So, let's repeat. There is a dwarf in the garden and an elf in Santa's workshop. I respect my teachers because they deserve my admiration. Leonardo admires his father for all his hard work. Who do you look up to? The dwarf's gold ring had 2 blue diamonds on it. Okay, there is an extra word here, people. It's the article the. Okay, cross it out. It doesn't belong here. So the correct sentence is, the dwarf's gold ring had 2 blue diamonds on it, okay? She earned a large amount of money when she was a journalist. Very nice. Let's practice. Don't forget, guys, to pause the video and read the answer for yourselves first, okay? So, do Christmas films normally have dwarfs in them? No. Christmas films don't normally have dwarfs in them, but they have elves. Elves, guys, are commonly known as Santa's helpers, okay? Who do you admire in your family and why? Okay, this one, guys, I'm waiting for this answer on the WhatsApp, okay? Send it to me, private. What type of people are good examples for children to look up to? People such as sportsmen and women, teachers, and people who help others are good examples for children to look up to. What do some women receive when they become engaged and when they get married? Some women receive a diamond ring when they become engaged and a gold ring when they get married. Who had your admiration when you were younger and why? This answer I want it on my WhatsApp, okay, private too. Is it possible to find diamonds in your country? No, it isn't possible to find diamonds in my country. Did you see the film where a kind of dwarf found a gold ring? Yes, I saw the film where a kind of dwarf found a gold ring. Do we need to work hard to earn the respect of our employers? Yes, we need to work hard to earn the respect of our employers. Should we respect our elders? Yes, we should respect our elders. Do we use the verb to win when we talk about our salary? No, we don't use the verb to win when we talk about our salary, but we use the verb to earn. Are there any elves in your city? No, there aren't any elves in my city. Did celebrities earn more in the past than they do today? No, celebrities didn't earn more in the past than they do today, but they earned less. Are heroes people that we look down on? No, heroes aren't people that we look down on, but heroes are people that we look up to. Can you give me an example of a modern-day hero? Yes, I can give you an example of a modern-day hero, Nelson Mandela. Can I say that I win a salary every month? No, I can't say that I win a salary every month, but I can say that I earn a salary every month. Who was Nelson Mandela? Nelson Mandela was a man that was in prison for 27 years in South Africa because of his fight for equal rights between black and white people. After leaving prison, he became the first black president of the Free South Africa. Is Nelson Mandela an internationally respected person? Yes, Nelson Mandela is an internationally respected person. Do people who help others deserve our respect? Yes, people who help others deserve our respect. Do we sometimes admire people because they are rich instead of people who help others? Yes, we sometimes admire people because they are rich instead of people who help others. Do you have any gold rings? No, I don't have any gold rings. What color are your glasses? My glasses are golden. Very good, guys. New content. Let's repeat. The Celsius scale. The Fahrenheit scale. A degree. To avoid. To be aware of. To burn. Burn, burnt, burned. Or burn, burned, burned. Americans use it regular. British people use it irregular. A fire. A wildfire. Boiling point. A cigarette. Smoke. By accident. On purpose. Temperature. To fall down. A heat wave. A drought. Freezing point. Okay, guys, the Celsius scale and the Fahrenheit scale are two different scales that we use to measure temperature. Okay, temperature is just like Portuguese. Here in Brazil, it's more common to see the temperature in Celsius degrees, not Fahrenheit degrees. But in England and in the United States, they normally use Fahrenheit degrees. Okay? So, a degree, guys, it has this name. It's a unit of measurement, okay, that we use for angles and for temperature. Okay, so Celsius degrees and Fahrenheit degrees, like I said before. But a degree can also mean a diploma, okay? It's the same meaning, a degree, a diploma, the same. To avoid. Guys, this verb to avoid means to stay away or to prevent something to happen. Okay, so you avoid. For example, if you don't like one situation, you avoid it. You stay away, okay? You prevent it from happening. To be aware of. To be aware of means to have the perception of something or to have the knowledge of something. When you know something, you know an information, you can say, oh, I am aware of that information. Okay? To burn. Guys, to burn is to injure, okay? Or damage something by fire. Okay? So if a house is on fire, we can say, oh, the house is burning, okay? Okay, a fire is a phenomenon called combustion, okay? When combustion happens, okay, a fire starts. A wildfire is when a fire happens in a forest and destroys part of the forest, okay? Okay, boiling point, guys, that comes from the verb to boil. To boil. To boil, people, means, an example, when we put water on fire, okay, it begins to produce little bubbles and to produce vapor, to produce steam, okay? So this is the boiling point of water. We have learned at school that the boiling point of water is 100 Celsius degrees. So when the temperature of water reaches 100 Celsius degrees, okay, it boils. So 100 Celsius degrees is the boiling point of water, okay? Okay, a cigarette is something that some people smoke, okay? It's normally more or less this size, it's white, sometimes with a brown filter. Okay, that's a cigarette. Smoke, it can be the verb to smoke is the act of smoking a cigarette, okay? But smoke, simply smoke, is an uncountable noun, okay? And it's when you can see what the fire is producing, okay? So it's visible suspension of carbon, okay? When you make a fire, when you make a bonfire during Festas Juninas, for example, okay, it produces smoke. Cigarettes, they also produce smoke, okay? By accident is when you do something without wanting to, okay? It was an accident, so something happened by accident, okay? On purpose is the opposite, okay? It's not by accident, it's on purpose. You thought about it and you made it on purpose. Okay, temperature is just like Portuguese. To fall down, guys, can mean to fall to the ground, to the floor, okay? But for example, when we are talking about temperature, to fall down means to fall very quickly, okay? Here in campus it's very common, so we have a high temperature during the day because we have sunny days during winter, right? So when it's around 5 o'clock, more or less in the afternoon, the temperature falls down, okay? It becomes very, very cold, or much more colder than normal. Okay, a heat wave is a long period of very hot weather, okay? A long period of very hot weather. And a drought is a long period without any rain, okay? A long period without any rain. And freezing point is the temperature when something freezes, okay? So freezing point of water is 0 Celsius degrees, okay? So let's repeat. Degrees of Celsius and Fahrenheit are both types of temperature measurement. Fahrenheit is imperial and Celsius is metric. A wildfire can start by accident or on purpose because of a cigarette, for example, and it makes a lot of smoke. People should drink lots of cold water to avoid becoming too hot during a heat wave. Students are aware of the rules at this school. The old hospital was burnt badly in the fire and its walls fell down. Old buildings will fall down if the government doesn't look after them. Let's practice. What is the boiling and freezing point for water on the Fahrenheit scale? The boiling point for water is 212 Fahrenheit degrees and the freezing point is 32 Fahrenheit degrees on the Fahrenheit scale. What's the boiling point and freezing point for water on the Celsius scale? The boiling point for water is 100 Celsius degrees and the freezing point is 0 Celsius degree on the Celsius scale. Are heat waves common in your state? Yes, heat waves are common in my state, but not in my city. What can happen to a country if there is no rain for a long time? If there is no rain for a long time in a country, there can be heat waves and droughts with high temperatures. When we studied at school, Did you learn the Fahrenheit scale or the Celsius scale for temperature? When I studied at school, I learned both the Fahrenheit and the Celsius scale for temperature. Are you aware of the rules of this school for exams? Yes, I am aware of the rules of this school for exams. If you don't do your homework on purpose, will the teacher be sad? Yes, if I don't do my homework on purpose, my teacher will be sad or mad. Are there any old buildings that might fall down in your city? Yes, there are some old buildings that might fall down in my city. How many degrees Celsius do you think it is today? I think today it is around 15 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure. Are cigarettes sometimes the reason for a wildfire starting? Yes, cigarettes are sometimes the reason for a wildfire starting. What are we studying for when we go to university? When we go to university, we are studying for a degree, a diploma, remember? Are people aware of how much money the government spends each year? No, people aren't aware of how much money the government spends each year. What part of your country has a problem with drought? The Northeast is the part of my country which has a problem with drought. What should people do to avoid becoming fat? People should eat healthy food and exercise to avoid becoming fat. Do people fail in the exam on purpose? No, people don't fail in the exam on purpose, but they fail because they don't study enough to pass. Are you aware of the advances in medicine in your country? No, I'm not aware of the advances in medicine in my country. Okay guys, we are done with the content today. Okay, I'm waiting for your answers on my WhatsApp. Private, please. Thank you. Bye-bye.